Anyways, Galaxy was the finest marksman I ever did see. Who turned on the fucking radio?
Me.
Well, turn it off! I'm building a narrative!
I'm in the tent.
Anyways, after watching his wife and children get dragged off by the Sasquatch, he was a changed man. Just wasn't the same after that. The scary part is... Oh, he's coming back. Oh my god, nice headshot, dude. Jesus. You guys are fucking him up. Back to the narrative. The thing that scared me the most, though, was that after that horrible day came and went, it was almost like he got better. His shots were cleaner. Probably the most terrifying thing I ever did see, however, was the day he decided to stop wearing blue jeans.
Oh no.
He's been wearing these dirty old khakis for the last 3 months. Hadn't washed them since. Hasn't shaved. Hasn't bathed. Don't know how this man's still alive. But he is.
Intense.
We're out here in the woods now, trying to get revenge for his family. And all those that came and went before him.
I knew he would come.
Goddamn, bro. Goddamn. However, the Yeti, being mostly white in color and large in stature, knew that it was going to be outmatched when Galaxy made the decision, the very brash and unusual for him decision, to bring a black man and a Mexican woman out in the woods with him.
A lot of good it did.
The Mexican woman was immediately scooped up by the big Sasquatch. And he's still currently at the black man for many days now.
He came back, he's back at the camp, he's behind you guys, I can see him.
It's the middle of the day. What you doing here? Get.
I'm just gonna make Galaxy's ass right here in the picture. I'm gonna make that the thumbnail.
Anyway, I'd love to know more about my wife and child, because I ain't know what the fuck you've been talking about. And you've been trying to spin this narrative for a while. This is not the first time you brought it up.
Okay, fine. I'll give you the little rundown of what I've made up in my head here. And by giving you the rundown of what I've made up in my head here, I'm gonna make it up as I'm talking. Truly a beautiful story, really. Galaxy was in the middle of one of his usual Saturday night Hitler fests with a lot of other mostly white gentlemen. Anyways, back to the Hitler rally.
Hitler rally?
Yeah, this is where he met his wife. She was just passing through. Just a lowly DoorDasher, dropping off the unusually large order of Burger King chicken nuggets and some sauces. A variety pack, really. But something about the way she handed off the food to the host and the way she smiled as she received her $2.22 tip.
Not $2.22.
$2.22.
Well, Galaxy knew from that moment on he had to have her. Only problem was she was already married with a small child of her own, so he had to deal with that. Anyways, once they became married, they had 2 youngins of their very own. One that she had by, traditional birth, and another one that Galaxy happened to find that just so happened to look and sound and had the same name as her kid from the first marriage. Her husband still has yet to be located. Anyway, she was the greatest marksman that the world had ever known, and she was finally able to stop dashing for money. Able to stay at home, look after the youngins, make the house.
I thought you said I was the greatest marksman the world has ever known. Why is it her now?
What? I said you dumbass. Listen to your own story. No, I said he. And then she stopped door dashing. You make enough money being the greatest marksman the world's ever known.
What an upbringing going from a DoorDash driver.
What am I?
Best marksman.
What the fuck am I, a hitman? Damn. Ain't the military, they don't make shit.
You're an assassin. You make the black market bucks. Anyways, and then came that fateful night The night that is burned into Galaxy's memory. Sorry. The night that's burned into his memory. Like an old cigarette wound. He had taken them out to go camping. Wanted to show them some of the work that he does. It's irrelevant the reason that he went out there, but it is important to note that a young family of 4 did disappear that same day. Completely unrelated, I'm sure, but it was when he went out to get some kindling for the fire that his dutiful wife was stoking with their 2 young children sleeping in the nearby tent. Is when he heard the horrible screams. That is a whole bear! He heard the terrified screams of his youngins, and then the frightened cries of his wife calling his name. He arrived back at the campsite to see the tent in tatters. His 2 children's sleeping bags had been torn to shreds, and his loving wife, well, let's just say, there were pieces of her mutilated corpse scattered all over the campground.
So she was also torn to shreds.
I like how my backstory is the dead wife and child when I'm so anti-fucking companionship.
Just go with
like the least fitting backstory of all time.
Just go with it, okay? God damn it makes you a grizzled veteran. Now shut the fuck up! Actually,
yes.
that whole explanation ended up taking about 10 minutes, so you know what? This whole thing could just be a video by itself. Please pay no attention to the blood splatter over there on the floor and the wall.
That's jelly.
It's just ketchup.
That's cranberry sauce.
We're really trying to find this revive, dude. I don't know where it is.
It's okay. Oh, flashlights. He be present. What a fucking idiot.
God, he left. You fool.
No, he's right there. He's on fire. Oh, he's on fire too. No, he's coming in. He can't inside. Bet you're probably wondering how Josh ended up in such a situation. Well, that's an easy one. He was working the street corner trying to save up money to feed his young, starving siblings.
Shouldn't have been going around being black. What can I say?
Galaxy was just driving through town, gathering supplies, and then he saw this strong, young black buck standing there, trying to sell his backside for monies. So Galaxy decided, listen, if you come out into the woods with me, help me get revenge for my family, I will pay you as much money as you need to take care of your siblings. Now, Josh had no way of knowing that this was a bold-faced lie, but damned if he wasn't going to try and maybe earn his way. Excuse the fuck out of me, I'm telling a story! Damned if he wasn't desperate to stop selling his ass for $20 a pop.
$20 a pop? Well, I guess he can't afford to be expensive when women ain't typically the ones hiring the hoes.
And every time I had the money, I'd blow it in a bottle of Malibu.
Rosa.
Not the
alcoholic.
Malibu. The alcoholic caretaker of his 4 young siblings. This fucking clock! Oh, he attacked the white man for once! God damn! Now, I bet you're wondering why these 2 gentlemen aren't just cutting their losses and leaving the young woman behind in the woods. Galaxy, are you lagging right now?
Yeah, this is bound to go well.
Certainly.
Anyway, don't let me get in your way of, your story there.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to write us out. Okay. Now, I bet you're wondering how we suddenly got here. Blood all over the walls and floors, and Galaxy now in the woods all by himself. You would almost go as far as to compare it to the night he lost his wife and children, but he wasn't that well attached to the young black feller and the young Mexican lady. Once again, it was just Galaxy. His gun, the woods, and the bloodthirsty bastards out there trying to get him.
I guess you gotta think of a reason Josh is dead now.
Josh really laid his life on the line there. Yet he broke into a goddamn cabin. Went straight for Galaxy for the first time since his black ass laid itself out in the woods. But it was all for naught. Josh perished that night in the snow. And then that evening, after the Yeti had finally made its peace and went on its way for the night, trying to recover from all its bullet wounds and burns. Galaxy had to listen to the dulcet lullaby of Josh getting his body ripped apart by a nearby pack of wolves, starving, hungry. The only meat they'd been able to find for days. What?
The wolves got him.
Yeah, the wolves got him.
Oh, I have everything.
I think I need to be a narrator. I think that's where my content will get good, dude. This is some fun shit.
I demand a new backstory every game we play.
Bet.
It's one completely different every time. They're in the woods.
I'll bet you're probably wondering. How does a young man such as Galaxy end up in such a situation? Well, it all started many years ago. Galaxy was just a young boy.
What? Did we already cover my backstory?
We're going even further back. We're getting to where you became
It all
a
started when I was born. Neither of my parents showed up.
Give you the old Dr. Doofenshmirtz treatment.
He was taught since the age of 1 year old to shoot a gun and started looking for Bigfoot from the age of 2.
Well before my actual back, I don't know why. Did I, like, kill his... What the fuck did I do to Bigfoot?
I'll get to that. I have an idea.
Is my revenge arc based off his revenge arc? What's going on here?
Give me a sec. Okay. Now, you see, Galaxy wasn't no normal little boy. For some reason, right out the gate, little man had a bit of an affinity for guns. And now, no one thought too much of it when he was shooting empty soda cans in the back of his house. We started to get a little bit concerned when the next 3 family dogs mysteriously died from wounds to the eyes and face. Now, some people might try to tell you Galaxy was using his family pet for target practice. Well, I'd be one to tell you that you'd be right. Now, his only known caregiver, Miss Adelaide Barker, she was an interesting sort. Now, instead of trying to help the young man realize the errors of his ways and how to properly care for a small creature, she instead decided she was going to enable this. Made him the best damn marksman this world has ever seen. However, she had no clue just what kind of path she'd set this young man on. It was only when he was barely 2 years old that he got his first real bullet-shooting gun. It was a small gun, just a little hand pistol, nothing too big or hefty for a little lad like him. Now, the real trouble came when he was just shooting wild one night. Usually, he took to a target, but for some reason, this night he was shooting into the dark woods. One of his bullets seemed to hit something relatively small, about the size of a medium-sized dog. Now, whatever it was, let out a high-pitched squeal like you'd never heard before. And from that night on, he saw something every time he closed his eyes. The face of the monster that he'd somehow put down without even realizing it. From that day on, he had these recurring dreams of this massive, white, gargantuan, bull-looking motherfucker. And ever since then, he can't go into the woods without feeling like there's something bigger hunting him, even though he was meant to be the hunter. And there's your backstory that leads into your original backstory.
Doug, I'm gonna lie. You said woods so much that I need you to get like the TikTok clip of the Walking Dead thing where he's like, he's in the woods.
Oh, I need to get that really bad now. I'm gonna think about it. You're right. He's in the woods.
They're in the woods.
I've been narrating you guys for half an hour.
I'm still waiting for this guy to show the fuck up. Damn.
Where is he? It's late. Imagine you get close enough to the spider, it jumps on your screen. Well, that's enough for me to put my legs up.
Nice.
Yeah, I did that to myself. I really did that to myself.
Very, very nice.
Just the thought of it alone.
It's taking too long, bro.
Narrator might be a little bit gay for Galaxy now that I'm thinking about it, but you know what?
It's not gay. You're literally a woman.
Shh. They don't gotta know that. Shut up. Besides, I'm supposed to be dead as shit.
But you
Wait.
saw me commit necromancy.
True.
Yeah, but he's been a little pissy bitch this whole time.
He really has. I think it's because you got his health less than half. He wasn't ready for a son of a bitch like
He
you.
sat there, he was like, what the fuck?
What?
Thought I was the monster.
What the actual fuck?
There he is.
Oh god. Damn, he was really trying to jump up there, wasn't he? Nice.
I'm out of flare. But I still have the signal.
The way that motherfucker tried to leap up the hill. He tried.
Yeah.
He tried to get behind you.
He sure did.
It's like you're building a landing strip with the fucking cameras and their blinking lights. There he is. There he tried again and he fucking failed. Dude, no way. Oh my god. He's stuck. He's stuck. And he's just sitting there, taking it all to the face. What a champion. Such a good girl. What?
What a dumb ape, dude.
Yeah, for real. Like, homie's sophisticated enough to set some traps,
Wait,
but he can't even move.
I think he's programmed to try and avoid the trap, but he can't.
That's hilarious.
So he just can't move.
Well, rip the AI. Farewell. There it is. Damn, why are we in the point of view of his balls? Why was the camera seated upon the base of his cock? And just like that, Galaxy finally got his revenge. After all these years, all this lost life, all this shed blood, he was finally able to return home, his pride intact, but his mental status was truly shattered.
Cut.
Cut. Oh, that was some good shit, dude.